Yo, what up guys, it's your boy SonTj. How's it going, man? So I'm recording this a little bit later than night, so forgive me if I'm a little bit off my game and I'm a little bit like, a little less out of it. But today we're here to talk about the top 10 strongest current My Hero Academia characters after the end of the war arc, pretty much. Now, let's talk about some honorable mentions. If you want my top 100, it's like the Endeavor training arc where I have pretty much every character ever on there. You can check that out. But for the honorable mentions, we're going to not count characters that are not active right now, like All Might or Overhaul. And we're not going to count characters that are they're full on primes that we haven't seen in years. Granted, we're going to be counting My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which has a few stuff in there. Funny enough, even My Hero Vigilantes, we're starting to see more of Silver Age All Might in this prime, Prime All For One. But we're going to be covering current characters right now. And also, this video is probably going to have a lot of hot takes, so watch out for that. Also, I'm wearing a do-rag because my hair is starting to look like crap already. So that's one of the problems of having braids, man. That stuff gets unbraided so fast, especially with dealing with my hair. So for number 10, the boy that we thought was never going to come back this quickly, Lamilian / Murio. He's pretty much the same guy as he was back in the Overhaul arc. Still extremely fast, was able to at least deal with some high-end type no moves, but he also admitted that he needed help. Again, he's intangible for the most part, really strong. You saw what he was able to do against Overhaul without his quirk. Now he has his quirk back. Just again, he was a reason why he was chosen to be the one for all successor after a point. So I think he still deserves number 10. And for number 9, I have Best Genius. Best Genius showed out incredibly once he came back when we figured out he was alive. The guy, I think his quirk is able to counter Murio's a little bit because he still uses clothes. Maybe if Murio does his whole naked fighting thing, he might have a chance. But I think Best Genius is probably over him. He was able to restrict Giganto Machia. Granted, Giganto Machia was a little bit under the influence after that thing that hit him finally started to kick in. He was able to restrict Dobby for at least a little bit before Dobby unleashed his true flame powers. Overall, Best Genius was one of those people that he took out a bunch of Nobus. It took All For One himself to pretty much shoot a hole in him that took him out of commission. So it's a reason why he was top 3 pro heroes for the longest time. And overall, I think he deserves to be slightly higher than Murio. And for number 8, I have Mirako, the rabbit hero. Homegirl is a beast. The fact that she was able to survive that long against high-end Nomu types, the strongest Nomus, and able to at least put a dent on them. And granted, I know their eyes wasn't fully awakened or they wasn't fully evolved. Overall, man, she's proven, despite her number as a pro hero, that she's extremely tough, man. Extremely durable. I really hope she gets back her limbs and maybe Ari is able to re-heal her arms like she did re-heal Murio. Overall, I think Mirako is a great hero, deserves a higher number overall, and she regains her limbs after that high-end Nomu fight. Next up, a character from My Hero Vigilantes, Captain Celebrity. Now, Captain Celebrity arguably has the best physical strength before you see maybe Endeavor. That's a very debatable. And of course, All Might, especially Prime All Might. Prime All Might's the strongest character in this entire franchise in terms of physical strength. But yeah, man, he's extremely fast. He has this quirk where he's able to at least form a bubble where he's super strong and he's he can make things float. Overall, Captain Celebrity is a character I can't wait that comes into the My Hero Academia main story eventually, because he's in America. He's a top hero in America. And yeah, again, if you don't know about him, check out My Hero Academia Vigilantes. You hear so many different backstories about Eraserhead and all a bunch of different people, right? So yeah, Captain Celebrity arguably could be higher by having right here just due to hacks and everything. And next up, I have Redestro. Now, Redestro is an odd case because he has physical strength that's damn near the level of non-prime All Might when he was first fighting that like that anti-symbol of peace no move that All Might was fighting a while ago. His destructive abilities are incredible. It took a awakened Shigaraki with his quirk to like take out his leg and everything, but him at like 120% like stress mode and everything is something to deal with. I know later on we saw like a page where Edge Shot looks like he took him down, but looked like it took like a whole group to take down Redestro. So arguably Redestro could be higher, but I have him here right now. And next up, everyone's favorite mystery, Dobby. Now, the reason why I have Dobby / Toya so high is the fact that he has Prominence Burn, and his quirk, we don't really know the name of it, but I think we call it like Cremation. It's stronger than Endeavor's, right? It's a stronger quirk. Granted, his durability and his stamina is not as high because he can burn himself way faster. But the fact that he pretty much can do everything that Endeavor can, he can use the jet fire to make himself fly. Overall, I just feel like he's been holding back a lot of this series. I think he's going to become way more prominent. Now, this ranking is very debatable, but the fact that he's able to use Prominence Burn just like Endeavor on a higher level, and Endeavor's Prominence Burn is able to damage and hurt All For One Shigaraki, or that's kind of double entendre because All For One's last name is really Shigaraki. All For One Tamura. The fact that Endeavors can do that, that kind of shows you that if Dobby did that, he'll hurt Tamura even more. Like, that is something to be impressed by. So I think definitely Dobby / Toya, until further notice, should be this high. And next up, spoilers by the way, is Endeavor. Endeavor really impressed me, man. I know a lot of people kept saying like Endeavor should be higher than Overhaul and everything. I just really wasn't impressed by how he handled the whole high-end Nomu fight, because he looked like he should have won. But you realize that he only got damaged because of the high-end Nomu's regeneration and hacks, right? The fact that he was even confirmed by All For One to be just up there with Deku in terms of damaging All For One Tamura is incredible, man. His feats when he was fighting Tamura, his durability. He's a way more durable character than I thought he was, because again, we're all sold on the whole idea of like All Might was just this incredible beast that no one can keep up with, and like Endeavor was this hater who like abused his family to catch up with him. But bro, like Endeavor is a strong ass hero on his own right, extremely fast. I'm not going to count him when he quote unquote knocked out Giganto Machia. Giganto Machia was already weakened, but the fact that he was one of the main guys that All For One, he was stated, was damaging and could have killed All For One Tamura, that deserves some credit, man. Like, that's some All Might type stuff that he was doing. And yeah, man, Endeavor is really powerful, and he's higher on my list now. Let me know in the comment section down below. I know you Endeavor fans will try to tell me that he could beat like a weakened All Might when he fought All For One. I doubt that, but the fact he's able to damage this Shigaraki is incredible. And next up, I have Giganto Machia in the top 3. The quote-unquote perfect Nomu. Like, dude, his durability is insane. The fact that he only lost because he got hit with like some type of poison or some type of sleeping thing, he's incredible, man. He tanked Dobby's fire, which Dobby's fire is hotter than Endeavor's. Again, he's the perfect Nomu, the perfect henchman for All For One, and overall, man, like, he's a big threat, man. I don't know how they're gonna hold him down after he finally wakes up, because Best Genius couldn't when he was already weakened, and Endeavor was barely able to hurt him when he was fully weakened. So, and for number 2, I have Deku. Now, a lot of people are gonna tell me that like it's too early, but bro, he's the symbol of hope, man. He is the Luke Skywalker of this thing. But like the fact that even though he wasn't using 100% full cowling the way he was fighting like Overhaul or 9 in the movie, the fact that he was using like 100% like in small bursts, the fact that he's able to use like 4 different, I think either 4 or 3 different old quirks of former One For All users. Like, he's able to use Black Whip, he's able to use Danger Sense, he's able to use Float now, and we really gave All For One Tamura a run for his money. The only reason he really couldn't beat him like that, well, granted, Tamura was already kind of like weakened from like fighting without being able to use his full quirk, thanks to Eraserhead like erasing his quirk for the longest of the fight. The fact that he even got into this rage mode where Bakugo got almost killed, quote unquote, and he went to this rage-like state which again, I think that definitely puts him at number 2. I just think he needs to learn and master all the quirks he has. Like, he's the Avatar pretty much. I think he needs to learn that, and maybe he might unlock the buff form that All Might has, because Silver Age All Might is still the strongest ever. But I think definitely Deku right now is the second strongest until proven otherwise. And for number 1, I think we all saw it coming. Tamura and quote-unquote All For One, because All For One took over Tamura's body. Arguably, Tamura could be stronger than Prime All For One in the future. The guy has like a perfect, almost perfect Nomu body, except his body got stopped at like 75% or 70% by Mirko, the rabbit hero. The dude was able to fight Endeavor, Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, like, well, yeah, he was able to, Shota. He was able to fight all these people without even having his quirks activated, because Eraserhead was erasing his quirk. He was able to tank like techniques from Endeavor and fight Deku all at the same time without being able to use all his abilities. Overall, in concept, he should be the most broken character in history. Not even talking about his quirk, his awakened quirk, where he's able to like freaking much like eradicate anyone that's near him. Like, all he needs is one touch instead of a full hand. Overall, man, he should be quote unquote the strongest, but for right now, yeah, he's the strongest currently active character. And like, I think he's probably gonna be almost unstoppable once his body is fully, fully made and he goes from 70% to 100%. And I think at that point, we might have an argument that he might be the strongest of all time. But then you have, whenever Deku fully unlocks all his abilities. And we also got Silver Age All Might, who's at the top. So, yeah, man, that's my list, man. Tell me your current top 10 strongest My Hero Academia characters. And you also tell me your top 10 strongest My Hero Academia characters of all time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Just continue trying to work, man. I'm making this video kind of late. And also, I needed something to get off my mind. So again, if I was stuttering, thinking too much, and not as high energy, that's why, man. But thank you. I appreciate all the love and support. If you like the video, man, please share with your friends, share on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, any of those platforms, man. Become an X Fighter. I call the subscribers here X Fighters. I really want to get to 50K subscribers by the end of the year, but if we surpass that, that'd be great. I want to try to average a certain amount of views, all that type of stuff, man. But literally, thank you guys for the viewership. Thank you guys for the support, man. Stay safe out there, man. I hope the best for y'all in 2021, and I hope we succeed in 2021, man. So yeah, SonTj, peace. Love you all.